Good morning! It's another day on the Appalachian Trail. It is currently raining and has been pretty much all night into the morning. So fun fact, we are at the junction where the long trail will leave the Appalachian Trail. So the long trail we've been following pretty much since we got into Vermont, and it's going to go all the way to Canada, and the Appalachian Trail parts ways and heads east into New Hampshire coming up soon. But it's really kind of cool because they both use white blazes, but it's also important that you follow the right trail with the white blazes. Okay, so we decided to do something a little bit sporadic and spontaneous. We were walking along the AT when we walked right by this place called the Mountain Meadows Lodge, and we got the bright idea to actually stop for the day and enjoy a night at the lodge because tomorrow is our 7-year anniversary, and we thought, why not? We also checked out Hanover for a few places to stay, but it's kind of an expensive area, and we thought it was raining at the time. We'll stop here. It's really pretty. They have a nice hiker rate, and Kent Pond is literally right over there. So I think we're about to go check out the canoes and kayaks. Back on trail after our Nero 0 day at the Mountain Meadows Lodge. We had a really great time kayaking, sitting in the hot tub, watching VHS movies. Yes, it was great. They had a VHS player and a ton of VHS movies. So it was really nice to just kick back and relax and enjoy our 7th wedding anniversary.
Alright, so it's been a long day of hiking. By the end of this day, we'll have done about 21.8, 22 miles. We didn't think we were going to do another day like that, but I'll let Ninja Snail tomorrow morning tell you why.
up and Adam already doing some hiking. It is 8 o'clock and I think we've already knocked out probably 3 miles by now. So yeah, we are doing 43 or a little over 43 miles in 2 days so we can get to Hanover. We were going to do it in 3 days, but we took that spontaneous 0 for our anniversary, but we were still trying to get to Hanover by Wednesday. We are actually going to meet one of our friends from back home, Bill Farnsworth. We're going to meet his brother who lives in the area, and he's going to treat us to, I think, dinner and a shower and a place to stay for the night. So we are very excited. So the 20-mile days are definitely worth it.
Alrighty, so we've wrapped the day up. We did our miles just a little bit short actually. We were gonna go to Hanover and then realized that Scott, who's picking us up, could also pick us up in Norwich. So instead of having to do 21, we're doing like 19.8, so essentially took a mile off the day. But yeah, so we're walking into town. We're in this beautiful neighborhood that has lots of trail magic and cars, and it's just quite a ride. But we'll show you what it looks like when we get there. All right, so we're in the White River Junction right outside Norwich, Vermont. We are here with Scott, which is a friend of ours, Bill, back from Greenville. And we're gonna go hit up Big Fatty's Barbecue, and they have got craft beer, so I'm excited. It's like we're back in the South, but appreciate you hosting us, Scott, and this is his son, Gavin.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Let's rock and roll.
Good morning. We made it to New Hampshire. Woo! Okay, so we are stopping the video here for the day. We are camped by Mink Brook, and we only did about 10 miles today. My feet were hurting from those big days we did a few days ago, but it's good. We are only doing 10, and we've got a nice climb tomorrow to start the day, so that'll be a good leg warm-up. Speaking of our feet, we are both rocking our new shoes, which will take us through the Whites and on into Maine to finish out the trip. We both are doing ultras. Jake, or Sandals as I should call him, will tell you why he's back in his ultras. And while we were in Hanover, we also picked up a package. Thank you, Mom. She sent us our winter gear.
So I'm back in ultras. The topos were great, especially if you're just looking to do daily runs at home. But for through hiking, they just weren't cutting it. The tread was just falling off, and there was just not a lot of cushion. So the Ultra has a much burlier grip. It's made out of all rubber. There's no foam, and it just is way better in terms of construction. So I'm just really glad to be back in these. And also, I think I'm on like my 4th shirt. My other one, it just got really itchy and stinky, so I don't know what was going on, but I'm now in this shirt. Hopefully this will be the one to take me to Katahdin.
Good morning from Moose Mountain. So we had a great night last night by Mink Brook. Nice campsite. We've already done, I think, just over 1.5 miles up to start the day. Not sure how far we're going to go today because we hear thunderstorms are headed our way again. But it's rain, it's the AT, they go hand in hand. But yeah, we'll let you know how far we go.
Alrighty, we've made camp. We did about 12 and a half miles today. Decided to pull a little short because we were going towards the top of a mountain with a huge thunderstorm rolling in, and we just wanted to try to stay off the top because we knew there's only 3 tent spots up there and the shelter was very small, and we knew about 6 or 7 people heading that direction. And we came across a good spot here, so we decided just to call it safe and stay put. So we'll show you what tomorrow looks like after all the rain. Alright, so today has been weird as well as last night. So last night we went into bed in our tent thinking that, oh, it's going to rain a little bit, but we'll be fine. What ended up happening about 9:30, I'm about to fall asleep. Ninja Snail looks over at me and says, I think the tent's flooding. And I get out of the tent and realize that there's about this much water around our tent. And we looked at the radar and realized that there's another storm moving through. And so we just had to get out of there as fast as possible. And so we did some night hiking and made it all the way up the mountain, another 2 miles to that shelter which you saw at the beginning of today. And so we did another 10 miles or so since then, and it's just been a rough day because everything is soaked. Everything is soaked. The trails were soaked, the rocks we've been climbing all day have been wet, and it's just been really tough hiking. So right now we're gonna try to maybe hitch and get over to a store to resupply so that we can make it the next few days because we're running low on supplies. If that doesn't work, we'll have to just keep pushing forward and try to find another town tomorrow. But we're out here still working.
Good morning. We had a successful hitch last night to the little country store that was close by the road. So we got dinner, picked up a few things for a resupply, and now we're back out on trail today. It's a new morning, good day. The sun looks like it's trying to come out, so we see some blue sky. We're hoping that it doesn't rain today and that we can just get a nice day of no rain.
Alrighty folks, we have wrapped the day up. We are at Jeffers Brook Shelter. We're in our tent though, letting it dry out some more. It's still a little bit damp, so we're not going to stay in the shelter because it's going to be a beautiful night tonight. There hasn't been too much to show today. That's why there wasn't a lot of video. We were literally just walking through the woods that has looked like every other woods that we have walked through this whole trip, so not a lot to show. However, there is something right up there that I want to show you.
Meet White Blaze, everybody. This is her first time on the trail. She's doing so great. And she brought trail magic, look.
Cold Cokes, Snickers, brownies. Thank you so much, White Blaze.